Alright, so we've made the configuration changes to the SSH server. Now what we want to do is restart the configuration file. But before we do that, I do want to make a couple of other slight changes. The one thing we should do is add a banner, a login banner to our system that basically tells users that if they are not authorized, they should go away or they will be prosecuted. So that's important. So I'm going to do that, and I've already created an Etsy issue file. I've edited the Etsy issue file, and then we're going to go up here, and we're also going to remove the message of the day and the print last log. So print last log, basically when the last time you logged in, it'll show up on the screen. Print message of the day does that, just that. It prints a message once you've logged into the system. The difference between the banner and the message of the day is that the banner is shown before you authenticate, so therefore you have a chance to leave the system before you try to enter it illegally. And the message of the day is actually shown after you've authenticated to the system. So typically that's where you put some information about the system for that day. All right, now we're going to get out of here. Save that. Now before we do, we have to do a little bit of changes. We have to do a group add because we need to add the admins group. And then we're going to do a user mod, and we'll modify student to go into the admins group. Alright, we'll do an ID on student just to verify that student is a member of admins and student is. Alright, so let's also check netstat-nltp, and what we'll do is grep for SSH. We want to see that it's actually listening on that new port 222 and not 22 as default. Alright, now last thing we need to do is restart. Now it's important that you restart after you make changes to a configuration file in any service, almost any service. Either restart or reload it so that it can be reread and your changes can be implemented. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is bring out an XP client that I have, and the XP client has Putty, which is a freely available SSH client for Windows. I'll open that up, start it. Now we'd have to change the port because we're going to a non-standard port of 222. We can put in the name or the IP address. Now I have already done this, and I've created a session that it actually has a larger font, so that makes it a little more convenient. I'll open it up. What I will do first is try to log in as root. And we'll see if our configuration is working. So there's our banner about go away. If you don't belong here, you should just go away now. Don't even try to put in a password. So my SLCC, and we get an access denied. Excellent. That's exactly what we want to see. Banner up, root denied. Let's do that again. This time we'll go in with student. Same thing. I'll just start my session. It already has the 222 port in there, and I will log in as student. Just wait for it. Okay, we get our warning message, and look at that. We're in. So now all we have to do is SU in, and we're in as root. I believe that the little slight inconvenience of having to SU in is outweighed by the security measure that root cannot log in directly through SSH. Alright, so next we'll actually go and look at fail to ban and deny host, which really deals with TCP/IP wrappers or TCP wrappers.